We would never forget our good buddy Halvdan, who carved this cute little inscription here on an upper balcony in the Hagia Sophia. This is actually the photo that I took with this very phone when I was in Turkey last month. And honestly, this was the only thing in the Hagia Sophia I wanted to see. I mean, the rest of it is lovely, but this is what I came for. And what's really cool is that Halfdan was not the only one who was here. There are a bunch of other inscriptions, runic and otherwise, along this same railing, which is endlessly cool and endlessly fascinating. But let us circle back to Halfdan. In case you are not familiar, Halfdan is the name of a Viking individual who happened to find himself in Istanbul and visited the Hagia Sophia, leaving a little runic inscription that translates to Halfdan carved these runes, or basically Halfdan was here. Now, how did a Viking gentleman find himself all the way down in what is now modern-day Turkey? Well, the thinking is that Halfdan, along with a couple other buddies who carved other things in the same railing, were members of the Varangian Guard. And this was essentially a group of enterprising Viking individuals who came from Scandinavia south during the 9th century and essentially became mercenaries for hire. This happened when the Rus signed a treaty with the Byzantine Empire, of which this was the focal point, and this allowed some of the Rus army to then join the Byzantine Empire's army. And they had a bunch of battles and exciting war times ensued. I believe they covered this in a later season of the show Vikings, but in any case, the rough approximate dating of this lovely little bit of graffiti is approximately 1050 to 1150-ish AD. Now, unfortunately, we don't know anything else really about Halfdan, or Halfdan, depending which spelling you prefer. But like Onfem and Ea Nasir, he has joined the ranks of individuals in history that we simply will not forget because they did one really cool legendary thing. And yeah, if you find yourself at the Hagia Sophia, you will be ushered upstairs as a tourist, and the railing with Halfdan's runes is labeled so you can find it very easily.